Okay, I'm going to do channel updates. I'm going to discuss about what I'm going to be playing over the next couple months. Before I get started, though, I just want to appreciate that I've gotten a much better views, analytics and all that, YouTube shit is supposed to be important and stuff. We're up. We're up in everything besides subs. I think a lot of this had to do with that Grimoire game I did a couple months ago. That's been getting some decent traction, but I'm really appreciating anytime you do likes or comments or you subscribe, all of that engagement shit or whatever. That's all helpful, and I've largely reversed my downward spiral from Oblivion from the ad apocalypse thing. What I'm going to try to do is just keep doing daily videos, and I've got basically this little 3-pillar system or whatever. All right, and so. Let's talk about the first pillar. That's going to be just as I've been doing for years and years, just raw gameplay of whatever I'm playing. Pretty much as right now, whatever I'm actually playing as a single player, I'm recording it, and then we'll just put it up here. We'll talk a little bit more about what I'm playing next in a minute. But the second pillar is just these reviews, and I do want to do a review every Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern. Should be like clockwork. Should be a review popping up. So that's 52 reviews a year. We try to keep them just quick. I don't script it. I just press the record button and we talk about it. Get right to the raw emotions of the game or whatever. I'm going to do eventually every game I've done on YouTube over, I think my channel's like 5 or 6 years old. Every game I've done on there, I want to review. And then once I'm done there, I just got to go grab some more footage, start recording stuff, and then just start reviewing every game I've beaten. I guess ever. I'll never reach the end because I've beaten 570 something games or something. I keep them all written down. But I really like these. It's like if you don't like whatever I'm actually doing for the longer gameplay, raw footage stuff, then, please watch a review every Monday, 9 a.m. Also, I just kind of got this overarching thing. Well, I'm just calling it What the Fuck Wednesday. On Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern, there should be just some kind of, just some sort of video. It won't be a review, and it won't be raw gameplay footage. Just kind of my chance to experiment. We'll try different things. And one of the things I'm doing is a podcast with a longtime friend of mine. His name is Chad. We had previously, he's always does podcasts and stuff. He's listened to them for a long time. So he was just like, what if I'm on the other end? What if I'm actually doing one? And so we had tried some before. It kind of got borked up. I'm like, he was doing it on his end. And then so, but I've got all of this dang video and audio equipment. It's like, why don't I just do it? And so I'm doing them now. I do them as basically a video. Make sure that we got something playing or whatever, and we'll go over news topics and things like that. I'm having a lot of fun, and he's having a lot of fun with it too. And we don't script it. We just got a basic little topic list. We just go right through it and just get to it. It's a lot of fun. I'm thinking that there's going to be at least once a month that we'll do one on a Wednesday sometime. Whenever we've got something good to talk about. I think we'll do one about Doom pretty soon. I'm thinking maybe another one about Resident Evil. Those are the big 2 topics I'm going to work on during this winter and spring. Maybe something about the new consoles, because there's new consoles coming out to the end of the year, and there should be some kind of PlayStation 5 giant reveal relatively soon. I'm doing this in February. Maybe it's in February. Maybe it's in March. We'll have to see. But on Wednesday you're going to get some kind of random video. It might be just me ranting about something. It might be some live action Kittens McBrien shit. I'm going to just try to experiment at different things. So it's like if you're not interested in what's going on for the raw video footage throughout the week, as far as games are concerned, try to check in on Wednesday and see what we got going on. So that's my 3 basic pillars. We're going to try this out for a year and see how it works. And it gives me a lot of room to maneuver, at least on Wednesdays. And we'll try different things and see what clicks, see what doesn't. So let's go over what my plans are for what we're playing through. I'm in a bad spot here. Get up there. Not in the wish list. Just click the store. store sign. I've already started Resident Evil 2. I'm having just a hell of a lot of fun. That game is amazing. Resident Evil 2 did not need to be remade, but you know, here it is, and it's awesome. I would have much rather that been Resident Evil 8 and progressing of the story or whatever, but Capcom doesn't know where the fucking story's going, so they're just going backwards. The true, you know, but it wasn't just a half-ass port or a remaster. Resident Evil 2 2019 is freaking amazing, and so I'm playing through that probably through most of February. I'm playing through that. Then, don't you play? Then I'm gonna. When does this drop? When does this drop? Resident Evil 3 comes out. The remake comes out in early April. I'll try to get to that fairly early in the launch. We'll have to see how that goes because I think Doom Eternal comes out right before that does. But I'm pretty hyped for that. I am enjoying the fuck out of Resident Evil 2, and I've always liked Jill. Jill's my favorite character, and so I'm interested to see what they're going to do. They changed their face again, but you know what's going to happen, and I'm going to play the fuck out of Resident Evil 3. I'm playing Resident Evil 2 on hardcore. Boy, I'm getting my ass kicked. I get my ass kicked bad till I figured it out, and that's what we're going to do for 3. I'm hyped. I'm hyped as hell. My friend Jason's going to buy the game, and I'm going to Steam share it, so I don't even have to pay for it. It's going to be great, man. Now, the other big one is going to be Doom Eternal. Now, before I do Doom Eternal, I'm going to try to get Doom 2016 up because I played that back in the day when it first came out. I played it on Hurt Me Plenty, which was it was honestly pretty damn easy. And now Eddie, my friend Eddie, has beaten it on Ultraviolence, and you know what? I don't want to hear him fucking trolling about it. I beat it on Ultraviolence, Steve. You aren't as good as me. Well, no, fuck you, Eddie. We're gonna beat that shit on. I'm not beating it on Nightmare. If he wants to up the game, Eddie, you can fucking up the game. But I'm gonna take it out on Ultraviolence. I want to go back and play through it, and then we'll hit Doom Eternal. Now, is it this down here? They're giving you Doom 64, a port of Doom 64. If you pre-order it, it's got me real tempted to pre-order it, but I'm also pretty pissed off at Bethesda because, boy, they've been doing some stupid shit. I might throw Doom 64 in there. I don't know if I have time. Honestly, I have to suspect that they're going to break the fucking game. And I might, but you know what? I have Doom 64 on Nintendo 64. I'll just turn the freaking brightness up or whatever, so you can actually damn see it on the video. But I love Doom 64. To me, that was the real Doom 3. We'll just ignore actual Doom 3 because that game sucks balls. But you know, I'll probably do like a bunch of rants on Wednesdays or whatever about Doom and Resident Evil. That's some of my favorite franchises, and they're back to back. And dude, Doom 2016 was fucking amazing. So I've got high expectations for Doom Eternal. Hopefully Bethesda doesn't just fuck it up. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. Let me see right here. Is it Warriors? Yeah. All right. Another one. I'm a big time Musu, which is like Dynasty Warriors fan. The 1 versus 1000. It's just, that's just vapid, stupid gameplay. But I've always liked that, and I've always been looking to do some like videos about that. And I really haven't gotten it and done much besides a little bit of Samurai Warriors. But Warriors Ultimate is coming out. I don't actually know what's going to be all in Ultimate. It's something like 30 missions or some shit. If I end up doing something, I'm just going to record from where the game is, where I'm at right now. I've already beaten Warriors 4 regular on Chaos or whatever the hell mode it is. And I'll just play from there, and it won't be a cohesive story, but it's more, fuck the story in those games. The stories have gotten so stupid. With 7,000 characters and fighting Zeus or whatever. It's just more about just getting big shit and killing millions of people with the cheesiest crap you could come up with. That's all the Dynasty Warriors is. It's cathartic and I love it. I'm gonna try to do some gameplay of that. No promises because I don't know how I'm gonna squeeze all this shit in. Let's talk about what I was thinking about we might do after Doom Eternal, Resident Evil 3, 2, and Warriors Orgy is that I was originally thinking about doing Last of Us, because Last of Us 2 comes out in what, June or whatever it is, May or June, but I'm hearing the rumors on the street, or on the streets, okay, on the PC streets, is that there's going to be at least the Last of Us 2 PC port, and then now Horizon Zero Dawn is also Sony first party, and it's all but confirmed. Jason Schreierson did an article on it. That shit's coming out for PC. That's a huge deal. I might go back through Horizon Zero Dawn. I was originally going to play through that, but my dad passed away at the time and ended up just not even doing any videos. You really don't feel like doing videos or doing shit like that. But I might go back, if that comes out to Steam, even if it's like $60 or whatever, I might buy that again and play through that on very hard. I think it did on very hard. That game was so freaking great. But some of these Sony first-party games, I would be interested in supporting on Steam, even though I'm personally got beef with Sony. This would be a great freaking move. We'll find out, I think, fairly soon what this happens. That's a huge news if that happens, because you'll have both Xbox and Sony games available on PC. It's more of like this overarching trend where I think within, hopefully, you know, I'm being hell of a bias here, but I'm hoping that someday you could just play everything on everything you want, and it won't be no big deal. It's like, oh, you have an Xbox, you can't play our PlayStation shit, even though those consoles are exactly the fucking same. It's ludicrous, but that's a different topic. Okay, I was thinking about The Last of Us. We're going to hold off right now. We're going to see what's up. Whenever Splunky 2 comes out, I want to play Splunky 2. I think that's going to be in the second half of this year. There's a game called Cyber Shadow. That game looks fucking hot. That game looks hot as fuck. I want to play that. I don't know when it's coming out. The indie games, it's hard to tell when they come out. I also have Game Pass for PC. You know, I may have it for the Xbox as well, but I'm particularly interested in PC. And there's some stuff popping up there I'm interested in. I think Plague Tale's on there, which was a pretty good game, I think, from last year. I never got around to play it. I heard about it. And there's also a game called Children of Morta or something like that. It's been recommended by my friend Jacques Crayon. And I think Jim Sterling has recommended it. I'm curious about that. We'll have to take a look at it and see what's up. But I don't think I'm going to get to that till like something like May or something. That will be before I could even get to something like that. I'm going to tell you what I'm not playing. I was originally planning to get Romance of the Kingdoms 14. I was hyped to that. I was going to show people why I love that game. That series. But you know what? Apparently they done fucked it up. I got a lot of Chinese people who are bitching about it because it's already out in China. You can get it on Steam right now. It's just, it would be in like Japanese or whatever. That game's locked to 30 frames and shit like that on PC. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all guys even doing? And apparently it runs like shit. And it costs $1 bazillion. That's one of the most Koei's and most important properties, especially like international. It's really big over there in Japan and China. They fucked it up. They fuck it up all the time. And the last good romance game was Romance 11, and that's back on the PS fucking 2. That's retarded, but that's what's going on. You know what? Fuck it, I'm not playing it. I'm not playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think that damn game, first of all, I hate it as exclusive. I'd rather play it on PC, and then I hate that it's like a fucking quarter of a game. That's a giant ripoff. I'm gonna wait till that game's done. I'm a Final Fantasy fan, and I do like Final Fantasy VII, but I think that Final Fantasy 15 was a huge letdown. The expectations are very, very high for Final Fantasy games. Boy, they just face planted to the dirt on that game. That game sucked. Well, it sucked for Final Fantasy. It was still an okay game. It sucked for Final Fantasy. So you know what? Fuck Cloud. Fuck Tifa. Fuck all them bitches. They can not be ripoffs. I think it's a StarCraft 2 situation, pretty much, where they're going to try to sell you the same game 5 times. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. And another one that I was really hyped for, I've talked about it several times, but you know what? We're dumping it. I've heard that Life is Strange 2 is a big, giant disappointment. I think Life is Strange 1 had that goofy-ass freaking dialogue. It was so weird. it was like, here's two lesbian girls or whatever, and it's like, but it's been written by, some middle-aged white guy in fucking, Iceland or something. And it was really weird dialogue. It was like, I loved it. It was campy and stupid. It was so stupid. I love it. But Life is Strange 2 apparently sucks. That's all I've heard. And so, you know what? Why should I even waste my time playing it? If it's gonna be mediocre. If it ain't got that lesbian action, dude, I just don't care. All right. But that's where we're going. Lots of Doom, lots of Resident Evil. I'll probably have some podcasts with Chad. We'll get some Steveburto rants coming up. And I've got lots of reviews, I think, already ready. I don't remember what the hell they are. I've got some just sitting there in case I don't have anything going on in time. But I did fairly good for keeping up for what I promised from the last quarterly update. I think I promised... what was it? I promised KFC, got that. I promised Fate Stay Night. I couldn't actually record that because they claimed it. They're shitheads. And Kitty, I don't remember. It was Simran Kagura. That game sucked. And there was something else I promised too, and I got that, Kitty. But we're definitely doing what we can about hitting these. But Dynasty Warriors, Doom, Resident Evil, that's some of my favorite shit ever. I mean, we're going to get that stuff in. And hopefully you guys stick around. Try to catch the Monday review. Try to catch the Wednesday. What the fuck? I don't even know often what I even doing until I put it up there. But I'm really happy with where the channel's going, and I'll try best to keep up with all this content. But I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks.